I wanted to put up another video today because I want to do this before too much time elapses since I left Lviv. And it's a video that I did with Constantine, who lives in Kiev and who has a very interesting program where he mobilizes people in a community to help language learners use LingQ and understand LingQ and get more out of their language learning experience. Lviv is a city of many cultures, many churches, many languages, much music. It's a delightful place to visit. Very good food, I might add. So it's appropriate then in this setting to give you a bit of a flavor of Lviv, where I spent 5 days, and hear the perspective of Constantine with his unique program of language coaching for Russian speakers, which he runs out of his main place of work, which is in Kiev, Ukraine. And without further ado, here is that video interview. Bye for now. Here we are in Lviv with Constantine.
Hello.
My friend Constantine, who lives in Kiev, but who's here on business, and I'm here, and we're both sort of language nomads in a way.
Yep.
And we are in the courtyard. This is the back of the Armenian church here.
Yeah.
And I was here 2 years ago with my wife, and there was a string quartet playing right here, and they have free music. Lviv is a city of music. They have some of the best street music performers.
Sure.
And certainly listening to a string quartet in this lovely old church courtyard was a marvelous experience. And
It has also been shot in many movies, like Soviet time movies.
oh, really?
Yeah. Like, I guess even Three Musketeers.
Really?
They were
Oh,
shot
yeah.
here, some of the scenes, definitely.
You know, we were commenting on how obviously travel brings people closer together. Language can bring people closer together. Now there's so many more opportunities to find language resources. Like I mentioned in Twitter that I was at the book fair in Kiev, the Arsenal, and I had, while learning Ukrainian, always been looking for audiobooks in Ukrainian. Could never find any. I mean, very few. And now there's a company that puts them out. So things are always developing. And so, and lo and behold, I get their app for my iPhone, and it says most popular audiobook in Ukraine. I download the most popular audiobook, and then I'm with my Ukrainian teacher, and she finds somewhere the ebook, and I import it, and now I have this to study on LingQ. I mean, it's
You're very lucky.
and I'm carrying in my iPhone that we're now using to film this.
Right.
I mean, like a library of content, from simple stories to audiobooks, you name it, richer than any language lab. It used to be you go to a language lab because that's the only place you would find listening resources.
And you would hardly find such Ukrainian lab.
Exactly. Well, certainly not for Ukrainian, but even for other languages.
Yeah.
Just some background. Constantine lives in Kiev, and he has developed a program where he deals with essentially the Russian-speaking world.
Yeah. Any Russian speaker?
Any Russian speakers, and this is the other thing about the world today. Russian speaker doesn't just mean Moscow or St. Petersburg. It could be Khabarovsk. It could mean Kazakhstan.
It even goes beyond that, and it goes beyond former CIS countries.
Right.
So it might be any Russian speaker in Europe, Latin America,
New
United
Zealand.
States, New Zealand. Definitely, I had a wonderful student from New Zealand.
And Constantine uses LingQ with his learners.
Yeah.
But what he does is, I think, very valuable in that he has a whole system for providing more support. Because I think a lot of people are easily discouraged, or they don't fully understand LingQ, or they lose interest. And I think all of us can benefit from a little bit of support and guidance, as is the case with my tutor here, Solomia, whom I'm going to do a video with tomorrow morning. But so you have this world now where people are connecting through language, connecting with people like you, like me, like Solomia, who are helping people learn languages, and it's become easier.
Absolutely. There are so many people that I found myself get connected to, thanks to the language learning. even though for example, I don't speak German, but there's a German learner, Russian speaker
Right.
in Kazakhstan,
Right.
who I feel kind of
So, fellow in
related to.
Kazakhstan, a Russian speaker living in Kazakhstan who's learning German.
Learning German, and I'm guiding him through the process of learning German, even though I don't speak it.
Right,
this
on
is how
LingQ.
it works. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And then we share thoughts. He shares materials with me that I might consider when I finally come to German learning.
Right.
So it's just incredible, and it really brings people together and creates those bonds, would you
Yeah.
say, between people.
And hopefully we are able to persuade people that anyone can learn.
Anyone can learn to a different degree of proficiency.
Yep.
Absolutely. So there is I would say that there is a talent, like there is
Right.
a talent for playing music, playing the piano. Some people do it just better.
Uh-huh. And
But-
the more you do it, the better you get. That's also
Absolutely.
true.
Yeah. But
But,
still,
but
anyone can learn.
does it really matter that some people learn better than others? Because if you say that the starting point is zero ability in language X, you put in Y amount of time,
Sure.
you will achieve something.
Yeah.
And maybe learner B will learn faster than learner A, but that doesn't take pleasure away from learner A
Sure.
for his or her achievements.
Yeah, well, people are so. You should see people's faces when they, you know, in their lifetime they could hardly imagine themselves speaking English, for instance,
Right.
or any other language. And then for example, I've had a class recently with my student. I think we started having classes 2 years ago, and then he went to Amsterdam. And he had a vacation with his wife around Amsterdam. This was
Right.
his first time, and he was so happy because he was screaming to me like I could understand everything they said, everything,
In English.
every single word, and
yeah.
they understood me.
Right.
So he could actually manage to reply. And then there was a funny case. He said that they stopped by a certain cafe or coffee shop,
Right.
and he asked for a menu, and he was looking through that for 15 minutes trying to figure out what was written, and I kind of was struggling with that. And his wife started arguing and scolding him. She said, like, you have invested 2 years of your life into language learning, like
Right.
English language learning, but you're not even able to read the menu. And then he figured out he was actually reading a menu in Dutch. Yeah, but still he could, find his way through it.
However, I find menus difficult. It's
Absolutely.
not easy. Like I manage in my Ukrainian, I can read the history of Ukraine. But if I get given a menu in Ukrainian, I got lots of trouble. I like to look at it, and then I ask for the English menu so that I can figure out what I'm going to order.
But you see,
Menus are not easy.
wife was not aware of it. The wife
Right.
was not aware of it. Yeah, but still, and this is the moments that bring real inspiration. They keep you going. That you understand that you contributed something to the person's life. Yeah, it's amazing feeling.
Well, on that positive note, I guess we enjoy helping other people learn languages.
Absolutely.
That gives us enjoyment.
It makes sense.
It's a good thing to do. All right, and now we're going to go grab some dinner.
Sure.
Bye for now.
Take care.